Oh yeah, Vilma. Hey, 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 hey. We are here to work with. Oh my God, to talk with Judy today. And Judy, where are? Oh yeah, you. Hey, how are you? It's so great to
I
see
love your
you.
hair. I love to see you
Thank
too. I
you.
love your hair, Cody. It looks beautiful on you.
And I know, right?
Love the color.
So
Looks great on you.
thank you for
Thank you for
accepting
having
me.
me.
So um, guys, you probably know me because it's like my account. Today we are hosting Judy Mahari, who's also a manifestation coach right now, and it's our third live together, or just the second. It's third.
Probably. I don't
I think it's
remember.
third. We should.
I don't
Yeah, we
remember.
talked the
It's
first time
lovely anyway.
because a long time ago, Judy was and then we did a first live. But like anyway, let's go back to the topic. So today uh, we met to briefly talk without any special topic. We don't have any special topic except just mentioning manifesting from the state and manifesting from making it about you, and also to focus a bit to be like everywhere. So manifesting love, manifesting love. And I remember, Judy, you have a great manifestation story. You manifested your relationship.
Oh yes, it is it's so interesting that you brought it because I just dedicated a text to him. I attended to one of Candace's class yesterday that she and Brian, Awaken God's Self, hold about manifesting love. And it was so interesting because I realized during that class how
Uh-huh.
I manifested love and what that was. And I've been thinking about it for so many years, like, but how did I do it? How did I do it? And prior to this class, what I realized was who I was before I met him, how obsessed I was, because I'm very goal oriented. It has to be, if I decided that something's going to happen, it has to happen,
Mm-hmm.
thinking with my head basically, and I'm forcing it to happen basically. And at that time, I didn't know Neville. I was into Abraham Hicks, and I just got to know Abraham Hicks actually through a friend of mine, and she met the love of her life. And she told me just how she did it. And she said, I wrote a list. I wrote a list of all the qualities I wanted in this man. And then she told me that, but it's very important that you make it about you because you cannot wish something from someone that you yourself don't have. And that stuck with me, So I wrote the list because it's very easy to write a list about attributes and stuff like that. But then I realized, could I deliver this in the relationship? Everything that I'm asking from him, can I deliver that? And then suddenly something shifted in me, and I got to see my personality. I got to see how I'm forcing things, but also I got to see how exhausting it was. So the night before I met him, it was me and my friends. We were drinking champagne, and and I said, you know what? I'm fine being with, celebrating that
Mm-hmm.
I embraced um not loneliness, but if I don't meet anybody, I don't meet anybody. The next day I was attending this healing class. I was over because there was a lot of champagne. But I attended to this class anyway. So he was there and it just said click. Like when you feel how the atmosphere is changing and it's like so yeah, since then we've been inseparable. We've been together, and today we have two beautiful children. together, and we have one each kid, so we have four kids at home. And it's like it happened overnight, but at the same time, it didn't happen overnight because I know the process. So yeah,
For me, the key is
that was it.
saying that, he appeared when you gave up. And for a lot of people get stuck there, those questions daily. Probably you as a coach, the same thing. People asking you how to let go about it, right?
Mm.
Meanwhile, that's not the thing. It's not about letting go of the desire, because if you genuinely desire, don't want it anymore. I have so many desires that I let go of, meaning I don't want even those things.
Mm-hmm.
Once I dreamed about a shamanic drum, for example. It was like workshop. You could do one yourself, and they were like so expensive, and I really wanted it, and da 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 da. And yeah, like the pink hair me, no, like it. And see, I still don't have. It's not that, because sometimes, there's this person, this crush or ex or whoever we get so obsessed about, and then on some point we're just done with it. We're just done with this person. We don't want them anymore.
Yeah.
And they don't, right? We just move on. Like, genuinely don't want them.
Yes, yes.
But every time when it looks differently, when we are just like, or we want so much to meet someone new, but then when we quit the struggle, that's it. That's quitting the struggle. Yeah, I want it. I still want. I won't waste my life obsessing about it and killing myself just for not having it, not having this person in my life, not getting that and that. Because the magic happened, and here they come.
Yeah. Exactly. And what I realize with that is, because I'm a very analytical person, and what I away from this whole experience during this 24 hours is that, oh my God, I can apply this in everything in my life now. I do not have to chase anything. And I know sometimes when you start with intentional manifestation, because we're manifesting all the time, but intentional manifestation, we kind of struggle a little bit with the fact that it needs to happen now, or time is relevant in some way, somehow. And that's a good sign. When you know that, that's a good sign, because that's when you can surrender. That's when you can say, oh, I want it. I still want it. That means I need to go extra into my imagination. And what I've learned is that the technique doesn't have to be the same for you as it is for me. You need to ask yourself, what works for me? And this is something I learned a lot from you, that what works for you? What works for you? And when I started to do that, that's when I realized who I am. And because the whole point with manifesting your desire is to know who you are, is to literally find the essence of you and amplify it. And that's what the world is waiting for. And that's what your soulmate or specific person is waiting for. That's what's attracting it, actually. So what happened to me, I surrendered. I surrendered the fight. I was okay with myself. And knowing now, I said, I love myself no matter what. Life is going to be beautiful no matter what. And I think that's the key with the whole using your imagination, because it's there. So using it.
Allowing it to flow to you. Like, in my perception, how we both work together and how we work with other people one-on-one, right, is through discovering who you are on two levels. Level number one is you as God, who's so powerful that you can do everything.
Mm.
But the second part is your uniqueness as a human.
Mm.
Because on some level, me and you, we are one. We are the same God. We are this ultimate consciousness. Yeah, but as a people,
Yes.
as a women,
Yes.
as a people, as coaches, as so on, we are so different, and we are manifesting
Mm-hmm.
in such a different way. I see it people also all the time that they just want to manifest the way that is them, and that's why it doesn't work. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and also it's very empowering when you start to realize who you are. It's very empowering when you realize, I know how to do this. I know how to go to bed with that sensation, with that feeling, because when you wake up the day after, something shifted. Actually, it shifted while you were drifting to sleep, but when you wake up in the morning, you have like new eyes, like new glasses, basically the world much clearer. And that's also a sign. And you don't give up, you just continue. And you will fall, but that's also okay because opportunity to bring it home
Mm-hmm.
and make it even
Me,
bigger,
every time
you know?
I fall out of
So,
like one of my states, it's a new opportunity to ask myself one more time, what do I want? Because also, as I observe on this journey, there's a constant grade, and sometimes I fall out of my quote unquote ideal states because they are not ideal, and our desires change and evolve. And sometimes I remember that, especially with my
yes.
relation to money. I remember when I started that
Mm,
that business, that fear, right?
yes.
It's like, oh,
Yes, yes, yes.
that much money. It would be so perfect. And right, like, no, no way, I could be doing that or that. Like, no, so much.
Yes, yes. Oh, you completely. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, you're completely right because this is also something that I realized. I remember when we had this coaching session and I asked you, uh, it seems like some people are lucky in love but not lucky on money. And we were having a conversation about it, and it just hit me that, oh my God, it actually works the same. If you look at
Mm-hmm.
money, something that you have a relationship with, it is the same. Accepting yourself no matter what, with or without money. And this is also the thing that made me realize during this hours that I'm going to apply myself thing all over the place in my life. Because money is also something that I've been like, I want to be a millionaire, and it's just finding the state of being a millionaire and forcing and forcing. And at the end, I just gave up. I was like, I give up. I will love myself anyway because I have a beautiful family. I have this and I have that. But it was a huge realization. It was a huge realization that we are with the same substance and we're only changing
Mm-hmm.
states back and forth. So yeah, I
But
completely
here
agree.
we are,
Completely
like,
agree with you.
sorry? Okay, here we are making decisions
No, no, continue, continue.
whenever we are pushing on something. And that doesn't matter. That really doesn't matter what that
Mm,
is. Because if someone is completely new to manifesting, like the first, right? And they hear like, oh yeah, so you can manifest like coffee.
mm,
And this concept, like manifesting,
mm,
what that really is. So what do I have to do? So that imagine coffee being like, wow, it's like something special. I need to like manifest coffee right now. And at the same time, you're not getting that whenever
mm,
you're getting something, it's because you manifested it. That means if I
yeah.
will go right now to the kitchen and make myself a coffee, that's me manifesting coffee. If that's a big,
Mm-hmm.
like whatever coffee place, and someone buying me coffee, that's also me manifesting coffee, right? It's all money. Some of those ways are more enjoyable than others, but yeah, it's always me manifesting coffee. But without knowing it, someone was so obsessed, and I get like someone, I know people like that, probably someone like that will be watching that. I remember myself, like years ago, law of attraction especially, was making it so special because then I saw manifestation as just separate extra force, each of the chosen ones. Me manifesting coffee, oh my god. Yeah. And then it's like so easy to end up without coffee for some time. And people don't see, okay, so money. People do it with money. I was doing it with money. I guess you were doing it with money, right? Yeah. I need to manifest money. I need to manifest money. At the same time, we go into this feeling of like, gosh, not having enough, right? And suddenly, there's like zero on the bank balance. Like, wow, what am I doing wrong? I'm manifesting it. It's like, that's it. Feeling the secret, right?
Yes. That is so true, because if I was a beginner, what I would have wanted to know was just don't try to figure out what manifesting is. Just realize that you are doing it and focus on your inner, what's going on inside of myself, you know? When you are in silence, if you do it through a walk or hiking or meditation, whatever it is, whatever suits you, just focus on listening to that voice, because it's going to get louder and louder, and it's going to tell you, it's going to show you. Inspiration is going to come. And I accept everything that happened, and I go to the end all the time. What I know now is that I'm blissful. I'm really feeling the calmness. I don't think of myself being a millionaire or not a millionaire, or should I do this or should I do that. I just focus on the end, that everything is perfect. Everything is really perfect. And I keep repeating that over and over and over again. And magical stuff happens all the time. It's like the fact that you're not worrying anymore. That's anymore. I know it's done. I know it's done. All my dreams already done.
Yeah.
To me, that's a gift, you know? That I'm not worrying anymore. Blessing it. Don't question. And because this is the thing.
I guess it just have like some breakage, whatever, and I thought you were not talking anything, so I started, but in fact you were still going. Like, please continue.
I'm going to keep it short. What I wanted to say is that it's okay if you're thinking about the how. It's completely okay if you're obsessing. It's completely okay if you fall off. Just know the signs. Just know that it's okay, and you can bounce back. Equally as you can fall, you can also bounce back. It is that simple. That's what I say.
Or 2 days ago, I read someone's post to conclusion that focusing on staying in the state, that's all, because the only reason why you want to stay in your state longer, right, is to get that. So that's also, I have to do everything that that needs to happen first. That needs to happen before I will get what I really want, before I'm fulfilled, is important. And this fulfillment is the key here. And it's not, it doesn't mean that everything is now. It's this consciousness, this awareness that I can have everything. Of you here feel
exactly,
and it's about going to the big supermarket. You can buy pretty much everything there, but doesn't mean that you have to Or do you even want to buy everything in time? Probably not, right? But it's there for you. Like every time, whatever you will decide for now, you can have it. But just the fact that you don't have it, that this time in this visit, you are not buying this box of chocolate, that doesn't mean it's not there for you. It's there for you, like all the time.
Exactly.
That's this fulfillment. What it's
Absolutely.
about.
Absolutely. And I have a question for you, Cody, because I was thinking about how would you describe faith to someone who never thought about faith? Putting faith in the unseen, putting faith in you, putting faith in going deeper inside of you. How
As
would
a
you describe that
trust
to
and
someone?
curiosity. When I know that something will be there, it's like I will make stupid, maybe not stupid, for trying a new recipe. There are so many new recipes out there of something that I ever ate. Like 2 weeks ago, bean brownies, I put a lot of faith in that. It turned out absolutely disgusting and I threw it away. But yeah, that's it. I kept going until when I was already mixing the ingredients, I was like, there's something wrong. You can say I was manifesting it, but I kept going with making the recipe, baking, and then waiting till it will be cold because, maybe it's weird only because it's hot. And that applies to some cakes, but it. But that's it. And I have even more faith because I know that it was just that particular recipe. That was absolutely no. So I will try another one. Maybe that faith, when you can say it's whole, but whole is kind of empty in a way, right? I hope, but sure. I hope means I'm not sure. When there's faith involved, there's this knowing. Yeah, it's something there. I may not have the details, what that is, what I will discover on this journey.
Yeah, I love how you said it. It's trust and curiosity because that's exactly what I'm feeling for life right now. And hope is for me when you're still expecting that something outside of yourself is going to convince you that it's going to happen. I mean, this is gold because now you know, oh, wait a minute, am I really trusting here? Am I really finding this fun? Because when you are fulfilled, suddenly you're just happy with it, you know? It's like when you eat the ice cream, you just finish the ice cream and you're like, this was the best. Either you will eat more or you will just say, I loved it. You know, it's not so much things or go, just that it's a fulfillment. It's a fulfillment. And oh my God, people, fulfill yourself.
Yeah.
This is why we live. This is stuff I wanted to hear from the beginning.
It's this. It's like, it's on one
Love the
level
conversation.
saying I'm God, everything is possible to me. On the second level, knowing who I am here as a human, because that's really one-time experience. Doesn't matter if like a reincarnation, living forever in heaven is true, right? But this experience, like me living as a Koti at this age, in this place, on this earth, like geographically speaking, it's one-time experience.
Absolutely, I agree with you. It doesn't matter if you've been reincarnated as a man or a boy or as whatever it is that you're reincarnated. One of the premises is that you forget. You forget that, and you need to rebuild the remembrance of who you are. So if you've been, I used to believe in stuff like that. Or, I mean, I still do, but I used to hang up on it. I used to be stuck on it, like it has to be that past life and I need to heal that. And I sometimes can find myself thinking that I need to heal my manifestation comes to me. And I embrace it, I remind myself, and I go to the
that
end. It's
is
like, no,
healing.
to the end. And also an encouragement.
I stopped you to say, but yeah, when we go to the end,
Exactly.
yeah,
It's
go
healing
for
for
that
you.
fulfillment. That's why the healing happen, because then when you are manifesting it,
Exactly.
you are not feeling
Yeah.
like broken or something anymore, right? It's done.
Yeah. Exactly. You're so right because it is also,
Yeah.
yeah, God, yeah. You're so right. You're so completely right. You're completely right. But something else I wanted to say also, but I don't
So
remember
I
what it
will add
was.
one more thing, because that's the
Yeah.
trap that also I had,
Hmm?
thinking that, okay, it's like certain things, certain manifestations that kind of like mean a lot. That means that I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm.
That means that I'm powerful. That's like right to have. Yeah, it's like this $1 million, right? Let's be like in Hollywood, or that and that and that of body and that type of weight and so on. And if I'm not manifesting it, that means I'm doing something wrong. I'm missing, miserable, and I'm not powerful enough. That's not it. It's not having a
Mm-hmm.
certain something is better.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Yeah.
no ultimate, general, objective, whatever that you have to have and that you have to manifest. The question is, what do you want? If you enjoy living in a colder climate,
Mm-hmm.
that's okay. That doesn't mean that there's
Mm-hmm.
something wrong with you, because you're not in California with like all of those panels. I was like, that was me
Mm-hmm.
on
Exactly.
my beginning, right? Like think that, oh yeah, I have to
Yeah.
manifest that, and then people will like really see that I know what I'm talking about. But that's not about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have to be skinny
Nope.
for that.
Nope. And you No, and seriously, it's that's the for me what I notice is that that's me when I go through that kind of maniac, I call it maniac period. It's because I'm relying more on my sensations, what my eyes are showing me, what I'm hearing. I'm not in my imagination. I'm taking in data, put it in my brain, and I use my imagination to manifest more of it. So the the best thing is to just rely on your imagination and have faith in that I felt it, I saw it,
Mhm.
and it's done. And it's okay if I doubt it one day or one moment. And you just go back to it. You persist in it, and just watch and also be curious. That's also something I would want to, because I'm a very curious person. I am. But I wish I applied it more. And I did. I'm revising this. I did I was very curious, wanted to know how this stuff is working. So yeah, just go deeper. Just go deeper, and
I
all of
think
this
it's
stuff will
absolutely
just
okay to just stay
come.
curious, because there's always more and more and
Mm,
more to explore and to discover. I, I keep continuing having my aha. Oh yeah, and I teach people this.
yeah.
Yeah, people are stuck,
Hmm.
right? Like with what I
Yeah.
teach, like people are achieving. People, they success stories after getting coaching with that, because I
Yeah.
know what I'm talking about, right? But
Hmm.
still, there's still like to There's always like
Yeah.
more and more and more. That's one of the things that,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
that's one of the,
continue.
absolutely okay. Yeah. So
Yes.
the things that we are exploring in program that started yesterday in Limitless Fulfillment Bootcamp, to go that, what do you really want? To stop chasing something, a sense of, yeah, everything is accessible for me, and then choose and manifest that genuinely really fulfill you, right? It's not like, oh yeah, I need to go to that supermarket and buy that type of like pasta because it's everywhere and all the influencers eat it and I have to eat it also, right? And it's so disgusting that I will eat it. I will get it, I will buy it, I will eat it. No.
Yeah.
Like, there's everything for you and you can choose what do you really want. If rice, go for rice, and doesn't other people it's something else. If they like it, let them. That's what this life is about. Everything. We can suffer so much. We can be heartbroken so much. Time. It's so easy to become rich right now in this time on this planet. We have so much is accessible. So much is possible. You can choose that.
Yeah. That's the key. Learning to appreciate that. Learning to see that those opportunities, knowing that everything is happening now. That I mean, that's the key at the end of the day. And you will notice when you actually manifest what you want. You will notice that this is what it's all about. It's I mean, I manifested the love of my life. Check. Do, do I look for more about in that area in my life? No, I just keep amplifying it even more. And after yesterday was just like, oh my God, Candace and Brian, you just taught me how to celebrate that moment I found him over and over again. So I didn't even revise that I didn't know how I met him or how I manifested him. I just celebrated that I get the chance to celebrate it. And I told him yesterday, I was like, babe, we get to celebrate that again over and over and over again because it was magic. It was wonderful. I was swept away and still am in many ways. And it's like, oh God, I can talk about
Go.
this for hours. But that's the thing is that there's only goodness. There's only love for you there. And that's all you need to look for. That's all you need to dive deeper for, Like just allow yourself to feel that and let that expand even more, even more. Just let it take you somewhere. Don't try to navigate it. And it's okay if you try to navigate it, but just let it show you. Let it wow you because that's what I'm feeling. This is what I'm feeling nowadays. Wow. Everything's just like wow, you know? Even the things that maybe triggers me is more like, wow, how did I do that? And not this, no, I need to change this, I need to revise this. It's more like, wow, because that's also revision. When you wow it and you try to understand it and you embrace it, that's also revision in one way, Because you're not reacting on it. It's just it happened. Interesting. Let me check this. Let me check that. So be curious. I love that. Be curious. Mm. Yeah. Oh, hi, Jerica.
Oh, we have like so many comments. I somehow
Someone was
like
writing in
can't
the
really.
comment.
Yeah, solid. So maybe. Oh yeah, maybe let's scroll a bit because we have some questions there. Yes. If you see any, because I guess there are three at least. Yeah, there's like so much scrolling. Yeah, Vilma has a success story in the bootcamp. already. Lima, I
Congratulations,
will
Rima.
post it. I will make a screenshot of your message. From my journey, how do you stop doubting yourself when it comes to relationships? I start to doubt, and the guy I'm dating referenced that and got hot and cold on me. Even though he says he's happy he's dating and he's glad he's met me, but I want to be in a proper loving relationships with him, especially not just dating. Take him. Yeah,
Exactly.
it's
That's
not
what I
that
was
he's the
thinking about.
source,
Yeah.
right? He needs to change his behavior. He needs to do something different. So we are physically together. It's you, like embodied art, being in a happy, loving relationship.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean, I will repeat it 3 times. That doesn't mean that you have to forget about him and, oh yeah, someone new will come. It's not about that. It's to really focusing on you and your state, because everyone around you reflects your state back to you. So if you have doubts and you are unsure and he accordingly, what do you think will happen? He will start feeling so sure, so loved, and so fulfilled in the relationship without looking what he's doing. Will he reflect it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely. And also, I notice that when I'm doubting, it's because it's from a state of lacking. So I would use that doubt and ask myself, what am I lacking here? What is it that, because it's also an
Mm-hmm.
indication that you want more. So you're still making it about yourself and you're still focusing on what you want instead of focusing on what you don't want. So everything is at your favor here. Everything is at your favor. Nothing is against you. So even when you doubt, it tells you which state you are in. And that state is there to show you something. So you just go deeper. You just go deeper. What am I lacking here? What is it that I'm actually wanting?
No, I don't
I
have
don't
a
know, maybe
better
you have a
question. I
better
have
question,
something
Connie.
to add, because like maybe there will be another person, a new person like popping up, and that would be because, yeah, the question is to all of you: is what you have already something that you really want? Because maybe you are just settling for a guy. It was the first one who you met, and it's like time. Okay, so yeah, let's make the great relationship. But maybe genuine for me unconditionally be with him is no. And case you pop up. That's it. People have feels they're right. It needs to be that. I don't want someone
Yeah,
else. Or
exactly.
yeah, universe would send me someone else. It's not like you need someone else or someone better. It's like, what do you want? If you have a soup fridge and it's you don't like it, and you just, yeah, I need to put like more spices there, right? So it will be, because you can't hear at all. Uh, but you can hear
I
me,
hear
but
you
some
perfectly.
people here in the comments, and especially my journey who asked it, says that yeah, there's so I
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, man, it's about you because if manifesting should be defined in proper way, it's about you. Wherever you go, whatever topic it is, it's still about you. How you conceive yourself, how you see yourself. Is it a crappy job? Is it a crappy relationship? Is it feeling lonely? Whatever it is, it's still about you. It's about you. Really? We- Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just saw it. I can't hear. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we've been talking almost an hour. Yeah. Yeah, it was lovely talking to you, and I love this question. I love it. It really got me thinking. It actually suited better. So, thank you, Cody. What? Ego, I don't know what. Oh, thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for listening.